You're welcome to the program. I'm Charles Aite. To our first story, the Bank of Ghana has engaged an international digital technology firm, GSEC and Devrient, to work on the pilot of a digital currency which will officially be introduced next year. Now, the US-based firm will be responsible for the issuance and security of this currency through a sandbox system to be regulated by the central bank. Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Ernest Addison, disclosed this at the ongoing Standard Chartered Bank Digital Banking Innovation and FinTech Festival in Accra.
According to the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, the regulator is making efforts to make the digital financial ecosystem safer and sound for all. He hinted that JSEC and Devrient Currency Technology has been engaged as technology provider for the issuance of the ECD.
More recently, the bank has also taken steps to explore a central bank digital currency within the framework of the Financial Digitization Program. Subsequently, Messrs. JSEC and Devrient Currency Technology has been engaged as the technology solution provider to provide the bank to pilot the issuance of the digital currency. This project presents a unique opportunity to design a technological representation of a fiat currency that will drive the financial sector digitization further and also facilitate the government's inclusive digital transformation program.
Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, in a keynote speech, applauded Standard Chartered Bank Ghana PLC for the innovative product since its establishment in Ghana and the role it plays in expanding the country's financial services sector.
A chronicle of Ghana's economic history would not be complete without mention of Standard Chartered as a result of the significant contribution to almost every facet of the economy. This is a testament to your brand promise, here for good. You have put your capital behind opportunities such as providing long-term financing for infrastructure development, providing sovereign solutions, and more recently, providing financing for sustainable development goals.
Managing Director of Standard Chartered Bank, Mansa Nete, said the bank is in the process of increasing its support for small-scale women-led businesses.
Our lending activities supported about 122,000 jobs in the Ghanaian economy, while directly and indirectly providing opportunities for us to expand our impact by collaborating with clients on inclusion, diversity, and environmental protection. Through our myriad of healthcare, education, and business efficiency-related social intervention programs, we continue to support the empowerment of Ghanaian youth, women, and visually impaired.
The Standard Chartered Bank Digital Banking Innovation and FinTech Festival is part of its 125th anniversary since its operations began in Ghana.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, has assured that the concerns of low tax to GDP ratio in the country will be addressed with the use of technology and digital innovations.
Digital technologies are a chance at becoming a dynamic and competitive and prosperous economy. As such, we must work together to see all the remaining barriers of technology access removed. Overall, government and the private sector each have a responsibility to ensure that Ghana is equipped to succeed in this digital age. We launched the Revenue Assurance and Compliance Enforcement Initiative to reduce tax non-compliance and revenue leakages this year. As you know, our tax revenue to GDP is somewhere around 4%, 14%. The EU's is about 34%. So if you look at GRA's collections of, let's say, 60 billion, you can imagine tripling that will bring us to 180 billion, which will certainly solve a lot of our problems. So we thank the Vice President, paperless port, national ID, digital property addresses, and the most vexing issue, his commitment to tackle the lands records digitization and also property taxes as we go into the years ahead. We expect in these, I think instructively, we have used Ghanaian fintech entrepreneurs to get these apps and all done.
Now, the Managing Director of Republic Bank, Farid Anta, wants the 2022 budget to come with realistic macroeconomic projections and credible deficit financing program. The Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, is set to present the budget to Parliament on November 17. Mr. Anta tells Joy Business that this will help revive investor interest in the Ghanaian economy.
It needs to be a disciplined approach. We need to be realistic in the projections. The thing with the projections, when you project the revenue conservatively or maybe a little too aggressive, you commit expenses against that which you cannot, it's very difficult to roll back. And now with interest expense, such a large percentage of revenue, it's a very delicate balancing act. So I'd really like to see some very realistic projections in terms of revenue. I would like to see how there is a need to widen the tax net, not necessarily deepen it to the ones that you currently have. Because we have a small pool and we continue to pay more and more. But there's a large pool that is not yet captured. So with the Ghana card, the identification of everyone, pulling them into the revenue service oversight would really, so we have to find the ways to do it correctly. But again, even with that market, you can't impose a huge tax burden on them just off the bat. You know, everyone has to come into the system at a gradual pace. So it will be interesting how that will be managed, how the government is going to finance the deficit, what it will say about the rest of this year, and then how it will happen next year. So I don't have the answers. I think it's a very challenging job.
Now, the price of a bag of cement would be going up significantly in the coming weeks. Now, this is due to the rising cost of raw material, taxes, and the recent depreciation of the cedi. But can anything be done to avert this? Of course, with projections that a bag of cement will hit 60 cedis soon. George Rafi has more.
Current cost build-up of most manufacturers in the cement industry is said to be hitting the roof. This is due to the sharp increase in the cost of shipping of raw materials for production of cement like the clinker, which has been compounded by the huge taxes on some of these imports. It has also been worsened by the recent sharp depreciation of the Ghana cedi, as well as additional charges and levies being placed on them by the port authorities in Ghana. Some of these manufacturers say the development is not good for them because it is gradually eroding their returns and affecting reinvestment into the business. The retail price of the bag of cement has witnessed some significant increase over the past 7 months to hit 50 Ghana cedis, and there are projections that it could hit 60 Ghana cedis before the end of this year. The manufacturers say they might be forced to pass on this cost to consumers. However, they believe that this can be averted if steps are taken to review some of these taxes and additional port charges like demurrage, which they have to pay for clearance delays due to no fault of theirs. Others have argued that the time has come for government to quickly step in and deal with this issue because of the negative impact on the broader economy when prices keep going up.
This is Business Live. Still to come in the bulletin, the Joy Business van makes a stop at Yaps Kitchen, which is carving a niche for itself in the food business by promoting indigenous Ghanaian meals. And that was a summary of international business news. Now, the food market is saturated. And how do entrants beat competition then? That was what Bridget Yaba Okine thought about when she considered starting her food startup, Yaps Kitchen. Well, Yaba decided that she will promote indigenous Ghanaian meals, and it is working for her. The Joy Business van visited the food startup, and here's what we found.
The Joy Business Van is brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and MTN everywhere you go.
My name is Bridget Yaba Okran, founder of Yaps Kitchen. I'm dressed like this because my business is bringing back our indigenous Ghanaian food. Come with me, let me show you what I do. are preparing two favorite delicacies from our hinterland. We are preparing fum with congre ale fish fried, and then banchampesi with palm oil.
Yaba Okine is a proud Ahantan. She does not hide it. She loves to cook. That she does not hide too. But cooking was not her initial dream.
So growing up, I actually wanted to be, surprisingly, I actually wanted to be a romance sister. And then after secondary school, where I moved back to Accra, I had a chance to stay with a family member. She's actually a hospitality person, and so when I applied for nursing, I had a nursing admission. But then she once called me and was like, Bridget, you know what? I don't think you actually have passion for nursing, because you see the way people actually praise you. People are actually satisfied when you give them these services, when I send you to deliver something to my customers. I think you are more of a hospitality person.
That was when Yaba decided to pursue a Bachelor of Science degree in hospitality management. Interesting was through her dad she discovered her passion for cooking.
I still remember where Mr. Boache, I call Mr. Boache my dad, will come to the mall, just get some spices, new spices, parsley and all that, and then you just add a little modern touch, European touches to our grilled chicken. I still remember when he taught me how to grill chicken with peanuts or granite paste. And so I developed the passion for cooking. And before I started Yaps Kitchen, I mean, even during school times, I still recall when people actually give me the satisfaction of eating my meals. And so I thought I was I think I can do something with food, since everyone enjoy me cooking for them.
So right out of school, she decided to start a food delivery business. The food business is one of the most popular here in Ghana. Everyone loves to eat, and tight work schedules mean a lot of eating out. Yaba thought the best way to break into the market was to promote indigenous Ghanaian meals, like what she's preparing today.
Yaps Kitchen has actually noticed a gap in our food industry where people actually forgoes their local or ethnic foods. So we actually want to bring back those delicacies. So if you are from Enzima, from Ahanta, from anywhere, and you just want to have a taste of your ethnic meal, we have this modern touch as well.
Many of us have resorted to eating lots of fast foods, which are mostly low in nutrients and almost totally lacking in fruit, veggies, and fiber. Yaps Kitchen, however, gives patrons a homemade alternative in taste and in presentation.
For our Hantans, their favorite local meal is fum. One may ask, so what should I still eat fum whilst there are so many other dishes to substitute fum? Now you see, fum is actually made with corn, and each grain has so many health benefits. A grain has vitamin B, other mineral salts, and it's high in fiber. And so having thousands of grain milled as corn to prepare fum, I mean, you are not leaving out anything.
Yaps Kitchen is not leaving out anything, riding a lot on social media. Just like any startup, funding is a major challenge.
Capital, because I actually want Yaps Kitchen to be one of the topmost food industry in Ghana. Again, I see our delivery system in Ghana to be challenged because people still, especially with the riders, they still have to call people to ask for delivery addresses before food gets to them.
Yaba's vision for Yaps Kitchen is simple.
I just want Yaps Kitchen to be a household name everywhere.
The Joy Business Van was brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and MTN, everywhere you go.
And to other stories now, as part of its marketing strategy, Jumia Ghana will run a Black Friday promo in the whole of November. Addressing the media, the Chief Commercial Officer of Jumia, Kolawole Osinowo, stated that his outfit sympathizes with its customers, considering the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on livelihoods. He further stated that the move is to celebrate customers and deepen the bond. We have more in this report.
Friday is considered as the biggest shopping holiday of the year and always falls on the fourth Friday in November. Jumia is one of the companies that has engaged its customers on Black Friday sales over the years. This year, Chief Commercial Officer for Jumia Ghana, Kolawole Osinowo, revealed that his outfits will be running Black Friday promos throughout November.
The reason why we are doing this is very simple. We want to always win the love of our customers, and we know that things have been a bit tough over the last couple of months, and people have been saving up for this, and we respect that and we appreciate that, and that's why we've negotiated amazing discounts, amazing deals from our partners, and that's what we're offering to customers during this promotional period. First of all, you get very good discounts from our key partners like Samsung. The second thing is that you have opportunity of participating in flash sales. The discount starts from as low as 40% all the way to 80% on some items. For flash sales, you can get up to 90% on some items.
Speaking on the size of the launch of Jumia Black Friday, Mr. Osinowo reiterated that COVID-19 led to a boost in his outfit's operations as more companies signed up to use its platform to transact business.
Despite the challenges with COVID, what we've seen is that a lot of brands are beginning to see Jumia as the digital channel, sales channel for them. In the last couple of months, we've seen a lot of brands use Jumia as their online sales platform. And we're still bringing in more brands as well, because not everybody wants to go out to shop because of the whole COVID restrictions and the whole challenge. And that's why we continue to say to all the other brands that are not using e-commerce today, you are late.
And before we go, Total Petroleum Ghana says it will continue to support government's quest to develop local entrepreneurs into giant entities. According to the Managing Director, Olufemi Babajide, his outfit is committed to sustainable development by helping to grow the local economy. He was speaking at the launch of the third edition of its innovative entrepreneurial program, Startup Up, a project to promote female entrepreneurs in Ghana and also the African continent. We have more in this report.
Managing Director of Total Petroleum Ghana, Olufemi Babajide, said this year's Startup of the Year by Total Energies Challenge promises better and more successful activities than the two previous editions. The objective of this year's event is to give women entrepreneurs an extra recognition in line with numerous initiatives Total Energies has put in place for women.
Startup of the Year by Total Energies Challenge is an initiative of the Total Energies Group to serve as a major support for business creation and development in African countries and rest of the world. This is done by helping the boldest and most innovative entrepreneurs actualize their projects. This third edition is to further establish Total Energies' commitment to local entrepreneurship, encourage startups to integrate the dimensions of sustainable development, and also promote female entrepreneurs.
French Ambassador to Ghana, Annie-Sophie Avi, was full of praise for the initiative and added that this is a challenge set up to support innovative Ghanaian entrepreneurs and help them thrive in their businesses.
I want just to commend Total for supporting startups and this microeconomy through this. They do that for a purpose, and they do that because it's possible. They do that because it's possible here in Africa, because for 60 years that they've been here, they know better how much talent, how much initiative, how much entrepreneurship there is, and how little it takes to just give a little hand to make these little entrepreneurs become successful companies.
Total Petroleum Ghana brand ambassador Stephen Appiah commended Total Petroleum for this innovative project, saying it will help nurture several budding talents.
As a brand ambassador of the company and also the ambassador of the Startup Challenge, it gives me great sense of satisfaction to see such young men and women being offered an opportunity like what this challenge offers. I want to take this opportunity to commend Total Energies for the massive investment they have made and continue to make in the lives of young people and Ghana in general.
That'll be all for Business Live. I'm Charles Ayete. For more news, log on to myjoyonline.com. Many thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of our programs.